INFJs are known for having a lot of passion. They are highly intuitive and empathic, which means they take on the feelings of others and can struggle to cope with situations that are not fair or just. This video takes a look at the reasons behind a slamming door. First, INFJs can be very territorial and don't like people encroaching on their space. This can lead to them slamming the door in your face or walking away without saying a word. While it can be frustrating, there are ways to deal with this behavior. First, be respectful of INFJ's space and don't try to take over the conversation or monopolize the conversation. Second, be aware that INFJs may not want to talk about certain topics and respect that. Finally, never force an INFJ into a conversation or discussion they're not comfortable with. Let them know you're interested in talking with them about something specific, and then wait for them to initiate the dialogue. Second, INFJs may slam doors in frustration if they feel like someone is not listening to them or is not taking their concerns seriously. INFJs are typically very responsive and accommodating people, but if they feel like someone is not listening to them or is not taking their concerns seriously, they may slam the door in frustration. INFJs are typically very observant people, and if they feel like someone is not paying attention to them or their feelings, it can frustrate them. Third, INFJs may slam doors in anger if they feel like someone is trying to push them away or is rejecting their ideas. INFJs are often very sensitive and they may react with anger if they feel like someone is trying to push them away or is rejecting their ideas. This can happen in a variety of situations, but one common example is when INFJs feel like they are not being given the space they need to express themselves. If someone is constantly interrupting them or not allowing them to have their voice heard, then an INFJ may become frustrated and lash out in anger. Fourth, they are sensitive. INFJs are often seen as sensitive and emotional people. This can be a good thing, as they are often very caring individuals. However, it can also make them vulnerable to reactions from others that they do not expect. One common problem for INFJs is the door slam. When someone unexpected interrupts them in the middle of their concentration, an INFJ may react with surprise and anger. They may feel like they have been attacked and may lash out in response. It is important for INFJs to be aware of this tendency and to prepare for it. They should avoid getting angry or upset when someone's door slams on them, as this will only lead to conflict. Instead, they should take a moment to assess the situation and try to understand why the person acted that way. If they can calm down and apologize, then the situation can be resolved without too much drama. Fifth, people often take advantage of their caring natures. INFJs are often seen as kind and gentle people, which can make them a target for people who want to take advantage of their caring nature. INFJs often feel overwhelmed when they encounter situations where people do not respect their personal space. When an INFJ is slammed against a door, it can be difficult for them to process the situation and respond in a calm and rational manner. It is important for INFJs to remember that not everyone shares the same values and beliefs, which can lead to clashes of opinion. When these clashes occur, it is important for INFJs to maintain their composure and focus on resolving the issue peacefully. Sixth, people often try to dominate them. INFJs are often the last people would expect to be dominated by, but unfortunately, this is something that happens frequently to them. People often try to dominate INFJs because they feel like they can control them and because INFJs are usually so quiet and gentle. However, INFJs are actually very strong-willed and independent individuals, and they do not appreciate being treated like a weakling or a minion. If someone is trying to dominate or control an INFJ in any way, it is important for them to back off immediately. Seventh, INFJs prefer authentic relationships. INFJs have a strong preference for authentic relationships. This means that they are looking for people who are genuine and who they can trust. They dislike games, and will often withdraw from someone if they feel that the person is not being honest with them. If an INFJ feels like they are in an invalid or fake relationship, they may become very angry and shut down emotionally. It is important to be attentive to their signals and to try to build a relationship that is as authentic as possible. If the other person does not seem willing or able to do this, it may be best to move on. INFJs are often introverted and quiet, so it can be jarring when they suddenly move abruptly. They may feel like they are not being heard or that their ideas are not respected. Sometimes INFJs are feeling overwhelmed and frustrated, and the door slam is their way of releasing that energy. It's important for INFJs to understand that this behavior is normal and not to take it personally. They should try to relax and wait for the INFJ to come back around before doing anything else.